Intro to Art 1101-55 Part 2. I'll get back to the syllabus in a moment, but here you are at the welcome page. I'm in the student preview mode. Then you're going to go to Start Here, and you're going to do the statement of professionalism. And this is a statement that I feel it's more and more appropriate and helpful to students to understand. Learning online, you need to know how to write back and forth, and Netiquette is down here as well. You're going to want to look at that. But you need to take responsibility for your learning and go to learn the CNM Learn to Jumpstart course, and then Blackboard Help, which is just down here. If you go to MBANET, Blackboard Help down here, Student Help down here, okay? CNM Resources is also down there for other issues you may have. So you're going to click this, you're going to read this over, and you're going to think about being respectful with your emails, even when you disagree or something's going wrong. Say, for instance, you got a 0 when you should have had like 20 points out of 20, and something timed out, and say, just call my attention to it and say, could you please look at this? I feel like there might be a mistake. There's always a polite way to address things. I used to work in collections where I'd have to collect money from people and call them and, remind them that things were due. This was a long time ago. But really, you don't raise your voice at all until probably about the 4th or 5th phone call. So that's something to keep in mind. All your emails in this class should be 100% polite. There should never be any aggression whatsoever. And there shouldn't be any aggression or frustration with your co-students. Okay, disagreement is healthy, and there are things that aren't perfect. I'm not a perfect person. So your fellow students may say something that offends you, but we are in a collegial environment, and even though it's online, some people get confused by that. We are still held to those standards. Okay, so you're going to go through here. Start here is where we are on this menu bar here, and if it didn't come down, make sure you hit that little arrow right there. Start here, go through statement of professionalism, mark reviewed. You have a few things you have to mark reviewed in order to get into the assignments. Then you're going to go down to the Start Here module and go through this, and this will give you the Jumpstart, Learn to Jumpstart the course, and so on. Go through your pages. You have 15 pages of stuff here. So this is about academic integrity, plagiarizing, and we use a plagiarism software, so it will catch quite a few things. Also, I've used this book for about 6 years, so I'm pretty familiar with the phrasing of it. So remember that, I'll go back to that. Remember that you can't cut and paste from the book, and you can't, quote unquote, use the book by stating it almost in the exact same words. There's another thing called patch writing where somebody will rearrange a sentence. That's also plagiarizing. Okay, so make sure you're really using your own words. I teach for 3 schools, and I feel like CNM does the best job of the students do a really great job with the writing. You guys do really, really well. You're way ahead of California, I'll tell you that. So the welcome page here is going to describe what we're going to do. Again, very similar to what we went over with the syllabus. Download and read, and I think I need to update this. This one I did not catch. I gotta change that over. Read over the syllabus. So all your materials are going to be in the learning modules, which are over here, okay? But you can't get to that until you click through all this stuff. And this book here, if you use the older versions, you might be okay. I'm not sure, but you don't need the access code. So this says purchase it, but I'm going to tell you not to because you don't need it. If you want to have more information, go ahead and get it, or if you have financial aid. These are some of ArtStore. Sorry, I clicked that too many times. ArtStore is a great resource for research, and you can use it for your gallery report. It's really great. So there's a bunch of other links to success in your CNM class. Some of these are down here too with CNM resources, and so it's in 2 different places. Firefox and Chrome, this is going to give you your settings. Again, all that stuff's up to you. Check on it. Make sure that you have the right information. Another browser and monitor check. Collaborate Ultra. I am not going to use this, so we're going to skip over that one. We're not going to use that either. We're only going to use email. So student help is here. Okay, so there's different ways to get help. So click back on this if you need help. This is all information for you. And then if you have a disability, make sure I get paperwork by Monday. Okay, email that to me, please. And let me know if something's not accessible. I change things around a little bit. So if something's not appearing the way it should, please let me know right away. And that's also 2 points. Okay, so I'm going to go back to start here, and then we're going to mark this reviewed. And then we're going to go to learning modules. Okay, and then you're going to go to this and then go through the elements and principles just briefly. You don't have to really look at this, but I want you to know where it is for you. And that gives you some other information here, how to challenge a grade. And then I'm going to stop here.